Question 6 of 2024, referring to the MLC 2006, discuss A. Minimum requirement for the seafarers to work on a ship. B. Conditions of employment. C. Compliance and enforcement of the convention. And D. Abandonment of seafarers. So, minimum requirement for seafarers to work on a ship. First one is the age criteria. First of all, let's imagine a guy. He needs to have a particular age. The minimum age is 16 years, is required for employment on ships, though dangerous work is restricted until the age of 18. So 16 years he can come on board, but from 16 to 18 years he is not supposed to go through any dangerous work. The second, you're on a ship, you're supposed to be medically fit all the time. So seafarers must hold a valid medical certificate confirming fitness for duty issued by qualified medical practitioner. That is Regulation 1.2 Standard A 1.2. Competency in training. All seafarers must hold certificate of competence or equivalent document required under the TCW 78 as amended, or other nationally approved training certificates. Regulation 1.3 Standard A 1.3. 4 is the recruitment and placements. Recruitment, both direct via manning recruitment agencies, must be free of host fees, and under the transparent term, agencies must be licensed with the RPSL number or regulated under the Regulation 1.1 Standard 1.4.1 or 1.A1.4.2. So there are 4 criteria. First, the age, the medical fitness, competency, and training, recruitment, and placement. B. Condition of employment. SEA, Seafarer Employment Agreement. Every seafarer must have a written SEA setting out of the term of engagement, capacity, particular of ship, wages, hour, leave, repatriation, notice period, applicable collective agreement. So seafarer employment agreement must comprise the capacity, ship particular wages, hours, leave, repatriation, notice periods, and applicable collective agreement. Wages and payment. Wages must be paid at least monthly in full without unauthorized deduction. Seafarers have the right to retain their earnings. Hours of work and rest. Maximum work 14 hours in any 24 hours period and 72 hours in any 7-day period. So 14 hours in any 24-hour period and 72 hours in any 7-day period, and a minimum rest hours of 10 hours in any 24 hours period and 77 hours in any 7-day period. 14, 10, 72, 14, 10, 72, 77, as prescribed, with limited exceptions. Leave. Annual paid leave of at least 2.5 days per month of employment, also entitled to public holidays and sick leave. Annual paid leave of at least 2.5 days per month of employment, also entitled to public holidays and sick leave. Repatriation. Right to repatriation at no cost after contract termination, shipwreck, illness, or injury. Shipowner must cover travel costs and provide subsistence. Manning levels. Ship must be safely and appropriately manned to correspond with the ship size, type, trading area, equipment. Seafarer must not be required to perform duties beyond their competence. Compliance and enforcement of the convention. Flag state responsibility. Each flag state must enact legislation regulation giving effect to the convention, establish inspection and certification system, and impose penalties for non-compliance. Maritime labor certificate and shipboard energy efficiency management plan. Ship on international voyages must carry a MLC and a declaration of DMLC Part 1 and Part 2 by the ship owner, renewed every 5 years. Port state control. Port state control PSC authorities of ratifying states must inspect foreign ships for MLC compliance. Serious deficiencies can lead to the detention until rectified. Compliant procedures. Seafarer must have access to onboard shore-based compliant mechanism without fear of reprisal. Complaints must be investigated impartially and promptly. Role of shipowner and seafarer organization. Social dialogue is promoted. Shipowners must cooperate with seafarers, representatives, and labor organizations in implementing and reviewing compliance plans. Abandonment of seafarer. Definition of abandonment occurs when a shipowner fails to cover basic cost, repatriation, or wages leaving seafarers stranded on board or ashore. Financial security. Ship owner must maintain a financial security to cover contextual repatriation, outstanding wages, and other entitlement in case of abandonment. Repatriation and welfare. An abandoned seafarer is entitled to food, accommodation, medical care, repatriation at the owner's expense through the financial security mechanism if the owner defaults. Notification and assistance for port authorities and consular posts must notify ILO designated bodies, organizations upon learning of abandonment. They coordinate assistance and ensure the seafarer right are upheld. Consequence of ship for the ship owners: failure to maintain financial security or repatriate may trigger PSC detention, legal penalties, and denial of registry by flag state.